said, education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learnt in school. Today's guest on Back to School is a renowned actor and a star for over 2 decades, Jimmy Sheirgill, with your host, Suhaan Mobhani, and we are going to discuss the school days. What is the first thing that comes to your mind now when you hear the word school?
Hi everyone, hi Suhaan. School reminds me of my childhood.
I'm sure you were asked this question at school. What would you like to become when you would grow up? What was your answer at that point in time?
At that point in time, my answer used to vary from sometimes a doctor to an engineer to a cricketer to a soccer player. Because if I had seen a cricket match, I would say I want to be a cricketer. If I had gone home and been with my mother, I would say a doctor. She wanted me to become a doctor. So it kept changing all the time.
So finally, at what age did you decide?
Finally, what I had not said, I became.
School often gives you a rainbow of memories, some pleasant, some unpleasant. Can you revisit some of those?
I think the most pleasant memories would be with the friends that I had in school, and some great moments that you remember are the ones that you kind of, when you sneaked out of school or something like that, you know, for us. At that point, obviously today you can't do that because you have CCTV cameras and everything like that. We could jump the wall and go eat something outside and come back. So I think those memories will always be there.
So how did you ensure a good balance between being a good student and being able to enjoy your high school life?
I used to do a lot of extracurricular activities like mountaineering, trekking, all these things, so throughout the year. And I was one of those people who would only study in the last 2 days before an exam and, you know, this thing. But I was lucky, I think, that I still managed a good, you know, scorecard, anything above 75, 80 times. So.
Did you ever bunk school or tuitions?
I just told you I did that.
What was your best excuse?
To bunk school? I don't think I ever got caught, so why would I make an excuse? I just went and came back.
Did you ever fail in any subject?
Till date, no, I don't think I failed in any subject.
Were you a class topper?
No, I wasn't. Because the people in my class, the people who were topping in my class were in the 90s. Their scorecard used to be like 95, 98. I was close to 80, so I was way back.
Sports are always an integral part of school life. How was your history with sports?
Well, I was in a boarding school where it was very important for us to play all sports depending on the season. So if it was monsoons, it used to be soccer. Then autumn used to be hockey, winters used to be cricket, and you have to play. It was compulsory for us. So being in a boarding school, so I ended up playing all the sports. Yeah.
It is said that the most irritating moment of a school life is the morning alarm. Was that an irritating moment for you?
Well, for a minute or so it used to be, when the bell used to ton 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 and everybody had to wake up. But the fun was again because you were not waking up alone. I think we used to have dormitories where 20 people used to sleep in one dormitory. So you had people to this thing, so you look forward to that.
It is also said the most wonderful news that a school could convey was that the teacher is absent. Any recollection?
There could be a better news when they say that today is a holiday. That's better than a teacher not coming.
A first bench student knows the answer to every problem, whereas a last bencher knows how to face every problem. Do you second this opinion?
I think that's quite cool. I think that's nice what you're saying. Yeah.
Are you still in touch with your school friends?
Quite a few of them, yeah.
What about your teachers?
A few of them. In fact, I went and shot for a movie in my school a few years back, so ended up meeting quite a few of them.
Technology today has brought textbooks to life. Do you see it as a game changer for education?
I think it is. There's always pros and cons, but in a nutshell, I would say, yeah, it could be a game changer if taken positively.
What do you think about today's school kids? Are they on the right path?
Well, I don't know how to react to the kids today because I have a son who's 13, 14 years old and he's in the 8th, 9th standard, and I think these days kids are growing up much faster than they did when we were kids, because we were ignorant about so many things, and today you see like a 6, 7-year-old knowing about everything because of the internet and stuff like that.
It's time for some rapid fire. Are you ready?
Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
Your favorite dish that you always carried in your lunchbox in school?
Favorite dish? I think when we were in school and if we had to, I wasn't a day scholar for a very long time. I think I was in day school only till the 4th standard. So at that point of time, I think the only thing that was there in your lunch box was eggs and toast.
That one snack or dish that you used to hate seeing in your lunchbox?
No, there was nothing like that.
Your favorite subject?
My favorite subject when I was in school was English.
The subject you hated the most?
Maths.
What percentage or grade did you score on your SSC examinations?
In my 10th, I was around the 90s, then 12th was 80 something, 89 or something. I'm telling you, I was a good student, yeah.
What time did you sleep as a school kid?
We used to go to sleep by about 9:30 because we had to wake up at 4:30 in the morning.
Your favorite activity during vacations as a child?
Favorite activity would be traveling in the chuttis, yeah.
Your nickname at school?
My nickname at school. School people used to call me Sheirgill.
Do you remember the name of the Greek mathematician who shouted Eureka? Options are Newton, Edison, and Archimedes.
Archimedes.
Correct. Mary walked to school. Can you identify the verb in this sentence? Options are Mary, walked, and school.
Walked.
Correct. Isaac Newton was sitting under a tree when a fruit fell on him and he discovered the law of gravity. Which fruit was it? Options are pineapple, watermelon, and apple.
Apple.
Correct. How many continents are there in the world? Options are 5, 6, and 7.
7.
Correct. Lastly, if you have to summarize your school experience in a word or a sentence, what would it be?
Best years of my life.
Thank you for being on Back to School with me,
Thank you so much,
Suhaan
Suhaan.
Mobhani.
Pleasure.
It was a pleasure talking to you.
Same here, Suhaan. Thank you so much. Thank you.